The split Vendetta portion of this playthrough was provided for free by the developers at Egosoft. Space. It's pretty big, and there's a lot of it. These are the voyages of Captain Sokka. My mission? To start with one ship and 10,000 credits, and make a name for myself. Will I trade? Will I fight? I don't know. But join me, won't you? This is X4, a roleplay series. Sokka's log 8250210. At the behests of Dal Busta, we planted 2 spacesuit bombs on the end of the Spaceweed farm. A scale plate packed Pelican Sentinel docked, and there was an explosion. We patrolled station in Hatikva's Choice 1. We acquired a lodestone and met a scale plate lieutenant that Dal Busta had contact with. We were attacked by the scale plate, but one pilot ejected and left behind a buzzard sentinel. We then upgraded the buzzard with shields and guns. We deployed 5 laser towers around a space fuel factory. And our next task, meet Reen O'Mara to get our next assignment. I appreciate your carefulness, Brock. I mean, I'm pretty careful in asteroids myself, but you think you could go a little bit faster? I mean, you're the pilot here. I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but I'm just saying you could put the metal to the pedal and the thingy to the floor. All right. So welcome back, everyone. I don't know if you saw on my channel, but I had a little bit of a vote, trying to see exactly what you all want to see me do out here in the universe, and I don't know. No, my money hasn't popped up yet, so let me show you. My bank account is at 30.3 million credits. We have done quite a bit of off-camera work. A lot of station money has come in for sure between our hull part factory, the Sokka Suite hull parts, as you can see down there, and as well as our Grand Exchange headquarters, and some escort missions, bringing some security slicing thingies. We do have a brand new contact down here in Second Contact 7, who happens to be an illegal goods trader. So that's all well and good. We might be able to sell some of the illicit wares that we find from destroyed ships for sure, which is always a good source of income as long as we're not scanned. And we'll let Brock do the flying, and I'll just hold on to the wares, let's say. But I had a vote what to do with this money. So the first option was to buy a fleet carrier. The second option was to build more stations, complete our supply chain. So eventually we might be Brock, seriously, man. Oh, okay. Or we can improve our stations so that we complete our supply chain with the ultimate goal of making our own shipyard, producing our own ships with our own goods, being self-sufficient, and providing for the war effort for no one in particular, whether it be the Argon or the Holy Order of the Pontifex, sure, or buying an extra large trader and the commercial license, which will effectively show the buying and selling prices of everything in Argon space. We know a bit of Argon space, and who knows how many stations that we haven't found yet, but knowing the buying and sell prices of all of these particular stations would be pretty good indeed. And then lastly, do we just buy a wing of fighters, actual fighters, small fighters to assist the longbow and the scimitar in traveling from place to place? We do have a mission to reach out and speak to a one, who is this? Mustris Genos Eulis II, with the scale plate packed up here in Heretic's Inn. And I don't know if aggressive negotiations are going to need to be done. So, it was a majority, but a majority of 4 votes isn't exactly a majority, is it? But half, that's 2 of you voted for the fleet carrier, 1 voted for the extra large trader, and 1 voted to get Brock. What are you doing, my man? All right, hold on. Let me
Vanguard.
Tell you what, sometimes Brock loses his mind, although I'm glad he's so careful enough that he just sort of stops what he's doing if he can't figure his life out. But Brock, we're going up here to the Argonne shipyard, please. All right, let's get her pointed in the right direction. I have no idea what Brock is going to do. And spoiler alert, old Brock is not going to be in command of anything larger than this. Don't tell him that. But yeah, I don't want him flying, say, a fleet carrier and just stopping in the middle of an asteroid field because he's confused. So we'll fly onto the shipyard, and that is what won the vote. So we are going on a little bit of a shopping trip. We are going to take a look at some different fleet carriers that we have available to us. Looking at the factions, though, we are at plus 17 with the Pontifex. So, no military license or capital ship license there. Same with the Telati, but it wouldn't take much. So, and the Antigone. Only a few reputation away from that as well. So, it's just a matter of, do we want to wait until the reputation is high enough to get their capital ships, or does the Argonne capital ship tickle our fancy? So that is what we're going to be looking at here soon. So I will see you at the Argonne shipyard. So before we speak to Thomas here, I'll go back here so he can't hear us. But let's take a look at some of the other factions carriers if we can. Just to see, is it worth it? So if we were to buy, can we take a look at the carrier? So the Zeus Sentinel is a base 21 million credit ship. Looks interesting. 337,000 on the hull, 24,000 container storage, holds 40 small ships and 10 medium ships. Now the Telati carrier starts out at 10 million credits, holds 40 ships, 10 mediums, 28,000 in the container, and 239,000 on the hull. And our good friend, hello Thomas, I have a bit of a purchase to let you know about. I would like to buy a ship, please. And I want to look at your Colossus Vanguard carrier, 8 million base. Very nice. Now I don't know if I'm getting a discount from being so tight with the Argonne, or if, say, my hull parts have flooded the market and made this thing extremely cheap. But let's configure up this Colossus Vanguard and see what kind of price we're going to be running here. So I think we're going to get away really cheap here. So we've got our chassis. We have two XL all-around engines Mark 1 and all-around thrusters Mark 1. Shield generators 3 XL Mark 1 and 12 generator Mark 2s. For turrets, we've got the large beam, medium bolt, flat shard, beam, plasma, and pulse. I went for a smorgasbord of damage types. Docking computer, flight assist, long range scanner, basic, targeting computer, 15 defense drones in case we get into trouble, 5 cargo drones, and 100 crew members. 50 on the service crew, 50 on the Marines just in case we need to do some boarding. And that's going to come to 13,100,000, and that will be fine. One thing I also want to look at is, since we are here, if we were to get a large Cucaracha freighter, what is that going to run us? So stacking up the Incaratura Vanguard runs us $5.5 million with travel engines 1, thrusters 1, lots of shield generator Mark 2s with beam, bolts, pulse shards, all of the good stuff, and 207 crew members aboard. Let's see, for our drones though, can we do cargo drones? Yes, we can. So let's pull down defense drones to 5, cargo drones to 5, sort of split that difference, add that to the shopping list. So that is going to run us a total of 18 million, which will leave us 12 million extra. And the license is actually 10 million, or not the license, but the, that's a lot of money. Not the license, but the commercial sort of thing we can get from our faction representative. So let's go ahead down there. Since we're building a super trader anywho, it would make sense that we unlock everything that the Argon has. So show me your license. We will get the trade offer subscription. There we go. And that 30 million has gone to the wayside very quickly. But I think if we take a look out the window, can we see it from here? Oh, we can see it just a little bit right there. You can see that we are... I'm stuck behind your desk. Sorry, Shelly. Didn't mean to prod. But we are making our ship. So let's take a look and see exactly how long that's going to be. So in 8 minutes, they're both going to be done. Ooh, that's exciting. And we can see the first pieces being laid of our carrier right there in the XL. The large ones are sort of off to the side, so I don't think we are going to get a peek at our trading ship. Although it may be over here and on the other side, and yeah, that's a little bit awkward, but let's hop on the Scimitar and take a look. Now, once these are in, I do have some pilots in mind that I want to promote. So we'll get those pilots moved over. It's not going to be Brock, I tell you that. But let's take a look a little bit closer at the construction of these things. So just off to the right here, we have our future trading vessel. Now this thing is monstrous, but it pales in comparison to what is being built in the XL ship bay, which should be right above us here. And there, being constructed as well, is our new fleet carrier. Now we don't have a whole lot of ships to carry, but definitely the Scimitar, the Longbow, and the Arrow will be able to dock on this thing. And we might be able to do our the next step of our aggressive negotiations from our carrier. It's always a little bit intimidating to see a carrier roll up in your neighborhood. So what we're going to do is wait for these ships to be constructed, and I'll be right back with you. The SS-14 Amazon for our trading vessel, and the SS-15 Victory for our carrier. So that is going to be awesome. And there are our ships. The Amazon right behind the pillar of saying the nose gear, but right up there is the Victory with our logo and everything, looking cool. So we will pull up to the Amazon first and foremost and take a look at exactly how big this ship is. It's an impressive piece of equipment, that is for sure. And starting on Argon Prime with 10,000 bucks in a little ship, even smaller than this one, I never would have imagined that we would be rolling and commanding something like this. So I think we can even dock on this thing.
Docking granted.
Oh yeah, right in the back. So it's got a couple of small docks here that we can utilize. Alright, I guess we don't have the landing software. That's good to know. But hey, if it's our ship, we can scratch it up however we want to. It builds character and all that good stuff. Alright, let's back up and get down to the landing pad.
Successfully docked.
Alright, and we will be standing on our very own trading ship. And man, just like the turrets and all the business. Like, we own this. Like, this is crazy. Our little ship, just on the back half of this. Let's head to the bridge. All right, so what we got? So we got the dock area here. Oh, a second dock area. All right. Yep, this is just, you know, right over there where we were. Ah, there she is. And a little bit closer to the bridge. Okay. Let's head to the bridge. Ooh. Hello, Captain Zevin. I'll have use for you somewhere else, good sir. Work somewhere else for me if you may. And for right now, head on over to the Victory as a crew member. If we have need of a pilot later, I will give you a call.
Acknowledged.
Alright, so Zelvin will head out and we will make a phone call. Hey Lydia, you been keeping busy? Good deal. So I have something for you. you're being promoted to captain of a large ship. So if you please, work somewhere else for me. And I want you to head to the Amazon as her captain. And since we moved Lydia to the Amazon, we need someone to be moved into the Best Buy. So let's see, you're on the Victory. I like our longbow pilot. Let's upgrade Zevin to work somewhere else for me. Go ahead and work on the Best Buy as the captain there. And then if we can comms him. No, we don't have a good piloting seminar to give him, unfortunately. All right, after a little bit, Lydia has assumed command of the Amazon here, and she's feeling pretty good and getting ready for her auto trade. So let's leave her to it. And hopefully she'll be making some trades sooner rather than later. Let's go ahead and teleport back to the Scimitar as we have a carrier to take a look at. Isn't she a beauty? Brock is pulling up. It looks like the longbow may be up there, ready to protect. It may be a command that I give from the bridge to tell all of them to dock. This is something brand new to me and something that I'm going to have to figure out on my own for sure before we get into the heavy stuff. But it does look like indeed the longbow might be docking. Okay, Brock, I don't know about your method, but it all works out in the end. So indeed, the longbow and the scimitar are docking on the medium pads. And the arrow should be, yeah, the arrow looks like it's already docked as well. There is Lydia sorting her life out, looking for trades. And since we have the Argon license, she's got the universe is her oyster. And there she goes, down and away. 2 million due from trades. So this is going to be huge for sure. All right, let's get off of this thing to the Victory. All right, so we've got our own medium pads here. There's the longbow right over there. Let's see what areas we have to explore here. So then we have the small dock area with the arrow. So let's see where the arrow is all parked up. All right, so do we keep our fighters? So this must be the launching bay. If we get more small fighters than we have pads for, they'll just go into internal storage and launch from here. Okay, so these, whoa. Yeah, just this monstrosity of a ship. I mean, that's the bridge back there. It looks like we're like landed on a station, but nope, that's the bridge right back there. All right, so speaking of bridge, let's find our way to the bridge and see if our pilot up there is worth keeping, or do we have someone in the wings ready to go? All right, to the bridge. Wow. Feeling pretty good in the neighborhood, that is for sure. So Leanne, nice to see the crew member there. And Captain Viv. So Captain Viv is a 2-star pilot we can't give a seminar to. And I don't think anyone may be better than Viv. So Viv might be who we roll with here. So Rylan is the same star as Viv. Well, no, Viv is a 1.5 star. So Rylan is on the service crew of the Victory. All right, so Viv, I need you to work somewhere else for me. You can stay here on the Victory, but I need you to be part of the service crew, please.
Hello there.
All right. Let's get Rylan over here. Work somewhere else for me here on the Victory as the captain. All right, so Rylan Weemond will be in charge of the Victory. Let's wait for his arrival. Looks like the crew members are filling in Nice to meet you all. We'll be stretching our legs really soon. All right, so basic setup we have set to defend, and our fighter group is set to defend. Don't fire unless fired upon. I don't know if we want to say attack just in case, or interception perhaps. Maybe interception, but we will keep them docked for now. Let's go ahead and get away from our console and await our new captain. And while we wait for our new captain to arrive, we're just going to hop out in our spacesuit a little bit and take a gander at what's going on. It's just crazy how big this thing is. And when we look down there,
Cargo drone. Cargo
we've
drone.
got cargo drones.
Cargo drone.
Okay, so cargo drones are doing their thing.
Buzzard.
We have our
Sentinel.
arrow up front. And then I believe, if I remember correctly, our medium ships are going to be on the back here. But it is just crazy the size. Yeah, there is our our longbow and our scimitar on the back. I mean, this is just crazy sauce. But much needed. Much appreciated for sure.
Vanguard.
All right, let's go ahead and teleport inside. We don't have to worry about docking. All right, and Rylan is here. All right, Mr. Weeman, let us set a course. And head up into Heretic's Inn. So, yeah, if you please, go ahead and let us fly there. Victory. We'll just tell him to peek into the jump gate. All right, so recalling subordinates and getting ready to fly. All right, Mr. Weeman, when ready, take us out. Firing up the engines for the first time, we are rolling. Ooh. Now, hopefully, Mr. Weeman is a bit better pilot from the than the guy sitting on top of the docking bay there. But, I mean, it's going to be slow going. We're in a carrier. But I think old Mustras Ginos Eulis II will think twice when a carrier comes rolling up on his doorstep. So I'm thinking the heavy fighter, Eclipse Vanguard, for the majority of our fighting force. With 4,000 megajoules of hull, we've got the Mark III shield generators, combat thrusters for travel and thrust, one ion blaster with 2 bolt and pulse repeaters. With all of that, 1.7 million. So I think as we slowly trickle in something like this, I think we will be okay. We could order 2. Yeah, let's order 2. Get 2 of those on order. And what I've done is I've taken a job here to drop off a passenger, which it will be some more money. There we go. And now we are treated as a friend. 33,000 more credits. All right. So without further ado or delay, hey Arrow, I want you to go ahead and dock on the Victory, please. So just taking a walk here on our carrier, and the first of our elite vanguards are making their approach. I renamed them -1 and -2. That way we can sort of keep a track on all of our light fighters. But here is our first landing, and that is cool. The nice landing lights there. I don't know if it's going to go under. Probably not until the need arises where we need more. But let's chat up our new captain here. So this will be Captain Tracy.
Can I help?
All right, Tracy. Nope, can't give you a piloting seminar.
Sir.
That makes me wonder. What seminars do I even have? I thought I had more than a few. So I've got basic and then management. Okay, so I need to get to a station and get some piloting seminars, but The Arrow will be next up, and then our second Elite Vanguard, and we'll be able to jump through and continue on. While we're waiting, it looks like the Paranid are a little bit interested in what we're doing here. It's crazy just like the scale of what's going on now, standing on a ship this big, in front of a gate this big, pulled up next to a carrier this big. Yeah, we're with the big boys now. And there is our Arrow coming in to land, and Dash 2 coming in to land. So that is our 3 small fighters accounted for. We have our medium ships ready. And it looks like the captain has went ahead and jumped through while we were standing on the deck. But we are here where we are supposed to be at. And while the carrier moves up, I believe what we are going to do is, shoot, which one do we want to take? Do we want to try to take one of these new Elite Vanguards? Might not be bad to give it a try. Hello, Captain.
Vanguard.
Captain Corey. Yeah, you're not as skilled as our other captain back there. So what we shall do is we'll fly there ourselves. And while the Victory gets into position, let's go ahead and set our stuff. So Ion Blaster and Bolt Repeater all on one, that's fine. So let's do Ion and Bolt on Cluster 1, Pulse on Cluster 2, Bolt on Cluster... Yeah, should be okay. So just in case we run into something fishy. Alright, I'll see you at the pharmaceutical goods factory. No, we're not undocking. Because that is not our mission.
Welcome.
Yeah, it's kind of odd to have a cockpit that just sort of spills out to the side like that. The handoff. Alright, let's deliver this encrypted message. And I'm pretty sure we need to take the elevator. Yep, there we go. There's our guidance. Victory should be pulling up soon-ish. Victory is halfway between the gate and us, so if we do need to break away, we can. Oh man, the Paranid are going to town up against that factory. Now the thing is, these are scale plate factories, but while I build mine, it's technically a Sokka Spaceworks factory, so we shouldn't have to worry about it getting shot. They pay us the money. If it gets blown to smithereens, oh well. Okay, why do I feel like this is a trap? Hello,
Well,
Mistress Gizmo
what have we
Sulus the
here?
second.
I suppose you are here to give me something.
Yes, sir. The encrypted contract.
Of course. Thank you. This was a fun little exercise.
Of what?
I must say, that Dal Bustar is a rather interesting man. He
You could
convinced
say that.
me to give Hatikva a chance to repay their debts so that we can all move forward. But there seems to have been a misunderstanding.
How's that?
The largest debt was respect. Yet here you stand. You must be a trusted ally of Hatikva, but hardly the figurehead I expected.
I am plus
If
10.
Hatikva will not show me the respect of submitting to me in person, I am afraid this business arrangement has reached an impasse. I wonder,
Okay.
will you reach Hatikva in time to warn them, or will you be greeted by wreckage?
Okay. Fly to Hatikva space.
Eclipse.
All right, we're
Vanguard.
going to have to get out of here. Good thing we got these scout fighters. And we might have to call up some of the fighters from the Victory. Fly to Morningstar. All right, so we are going to have to be on the move, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Making moves against our assets. We don't have the forces to deal with this, especially in the outer reaches. Even the local law enforcement isn't keeping up. I'm going to contact the Argon. This has gone far enough. Until they step in, please help anywhere you can. I'll send you data on where we need a hand.
Alright. Now, I doubt we'll be able to. But we're going to tell our carrier to turn around. There she is. It's going to take a hot minute to get them turned around. In the meantime, what we will do is pull those fighters off. I doubt we'll be able to do it ourselves. So we're going to have to pull the longbow. Say, attack with commander. Scimitar. Attack with commander. Arrow. Attack with commander.
Joining squad.
And they are going to launch and attack with me.
Joining squad.
And hopefully they get caught up.
Joining
And in the
squad.
meantime, we're going to be hauling the mail.
Morning Star.
Weapons hot. Where are my fighters? Yep, they launched. Carrier is on the way. Yeah, this might get a little bit hairy. We're going to have to basically survive long enough for our carrier to jump in. Luckily, we've got fighter support coming. Another Eclipse. A not so good fighter, and then 2 medium fighters. 24-28's a pretty decent speed for a fighter, I suppose, but 4 forward guns. Not used to that. Only used to turrets, really? Yeah, we are hauling the mail. Have they made the jump yet? Nearly. And man, the Victory is actually hauling the mail too. It might not be a matter of time before the Victory is here. So, unknown ship. What are we looking for here? So, a trading vessel. We have an in Cucaracha.
Warning, in Carcachua, Sentinel has been boarded.
Abandoned ship!
Oh, geez. Well, it's a
Holding
good thing we got
position.
those Marines, huh?
The crew seems to be abandoning ship.
Protect the escape pods. Well, we'll do our best. Go, boys, go. Can we target some guns?
Buzzard, Sentinel.
Yeah, rip them a new one, please. Yeah, it's taking a hot minute. We got the buzzer done. Luckily, since we're pressing the attack here, the other fighters should join in.
Tower Mark 1.
Dang laser tower. Get out of here. Alright, escape pod's still down and away.
Sentinel.
Shield generator, shield generator. Any turrets? Pulse turret, there we go. Aiming for the pulse turret Mark 1. There you are. Yom. Alright, shield's holding, shield's holding. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Do some strafing runs here. And then what we might be able to do is we should be able to board this ourselves. Once we get these turrets down.
A little something as thanks.
That's fine. Travel engine, shield generators, shield generators. All right, let's get the engines. Let's knock this thing out of commission.
This is Argon Police. All Hatikva ships are to disengage and return to secure Argon space.
Well,
Captain, I suggest you go out there. The Argon are rounding up Antigua and Scaleplate alike. Before they bring me in, I'll send you whatever payment you're owed.
oh, she's
This
getting
really
arrested?
did end up a mess. If you see
I
that
would say.
Telly past you on your travels, fire a few missiles from me. As for Dahl, he's probably laying low for a reason. I'll send his last known coordinates. Keep out of trouble.
Find Dal Busta. Yeah, couldn't board it, but wait. So we have a drill container with an unmarked black box. Interesting enough. Don't tell me this is old Dal Busta. That's a terrible way to go if we just find the remainder of his ship after all of this. So let's pull on up and
Ship
see what we got
within
here.
sensor range.
Oh man, I think that was Dal's ship there.
No life signs detected. Unmarked black box detected.
Yeah, picking her up. Let's see what happens.
Unmarked black box decrypted. Logbook entry added.
Mission completed, breakdown. And we have a logbook entry. Ship wreckage of Dal Busta's freighter was found close to his last known location. It appears that they came under attack, most likely by the scale plate pact, perhaps in an attempt to silence him and his crew. There appears to have been an attempt to reach the escape pods, but neither Dal nor his crew have been seen since. Oh man, that's rough for old Dal, I tell you. He seemed like an okay guy, and he'll be missed for sure.
Hello there.
Hello, Corey. So, yeah, I guess take us home for the time being. And we will, yeah, get set back up to the Victory, defend the commander.
Please hold. We will be scanning your cargo. You're clean. Move along.
And then make sure that the other one is defending the Victory as well. So we'll be landing at our new carrier. That is the end of Dal Busta. So in the meantime, I think we should stretch out the legs of this carrier, see what the turrets can do in a bit of a controlled environment. We're not going to go storm, say, where would that be? Yeah, Hatikva's... Oh, that could have gone better achievement. Yeah, I would say so. But yeah, we are not going to go storm the sector past this jump gate, Xenon Space. I don't think we're ready for that. But if we are able to find a little bit of Xenon ships, maybe even some scale pirates, we can give the Victory a try and see what it looks like under full combat mode. But for now, that looks like the end of the Hatikva branch. We do have a promotion to get while we're in Hatikva space. Of course, our stations will continue to produce. And I think in the meantime, between episodes, we'll build up that scale plate station with our 1.2 million credits and get that 6 million in return. 6.7 million will go a long way for getting more small fighters for the Victory, or perhaps even allowing the Amazon to make those trades. But that is going to do it for me and this particular episode. We'll see you in a few days, and thank you so much as always for tuning in, and I'll see you on the Victory. Take care.